Welcome back everybody to Forza Horizon 6, and today we're taking a look at the 1995 Mitsubishi Montero Exceed 2800 TD. So this is known as the Montero in North America, Spain and most of Latin America, due to Pajero, which is what this was named in most other places, being a derogatory term in Spanish. I won't tell you what, look it up yourself. But in the UK it was also known as the Shogun, so yeah, for my UK viewers over here, you're most well known under that name. So this is part of the second generation that in Japan at least was produced between 1991 and 1999, although in other countries around the world it was produced for a lot longer than that. And yeah, as you probably gathered from the name, this has a 2.8 litre inline-4 turbocharged diesel engine. So that's where the 2800 comes from. It comes from in terms of the engine size, and then TD stands for turbo diesel. So yeah, that produces 123 horsepower and 215 pounds-feet of torque. So a decent amount for a diesel of the time, but at the end of the day, this does weigh 4,696 pounds. So quite a lot of weight to be shifting around on less than 150 horsepower, quite frankly. But nonetheless, this engine was introduced in 1993 and also included Mitsubishi's Super Select 4-wheel drive system, known as Active Track in the United States, that had an electronic transfer shift that could split power between both axles without having to stop the car, and that worked at speeds of up to 62 miles an hour. In the older car, because it wasn't electronic, it was more of a mechanical switch. You had to physically stop so you didn't damage the transfer case as such. But with this new engine also came a new larger transmission and a transfer case itself, and yeah, it's a 4-speed automatic gearbox with this version in this game. And yeah, I have to say I really think this is a cool looking car. I'm not going to say it's a beautiful car. It's not a car that is, you know, particularly got a lot of passion behind it. It's more of a you know, kind of made for a purpose, made for engineering and such like that. Plus, when it comes to you describing an off-road vehicle, this is the kind of thing you would describe. So you would say it probably has a bull bar, extra lights, big chunky tyres, a step there on the side, a spare wheel on the rear, plenty of ground clearance, and probably the ability to tow, which this can, as you can see by the tow bar down there. And yeah, you've also got plenty of room on the inside as well, at the rear. But let me close the door. There we go. And especially in terms of the boot, so you can give yourself 2 extra seats if you want, at the sacrifice of most of the boot. Or if you want to put those up, you'll have a plenty capacious size boot on top of all of that. And yeah, for the driver, we obviously have 2 gear levers in this for engaging low transmission or high transmission, and then obviously you have the automatic gearbox there as well, so you can put it in high and low and such like that. And yeah, you've even got your altimeter, a compass and such. So yeah, all in all, a very, very well equipped car for just the purpose built of going off-road, quite frankly. But even on-road, this is going to be still a capable enough of a vehicle. And yeah, so yeah, like I said, a very cool looking car as well. I've gone for this colour just because it feels like more of an off-road colour than the other ones that are available, but there are a variety of other colours to choose from. There is also a variety of other additions to the car itself that you can give it. If I can find the right bit, there we go. So yeah, you can change the bull bar if you so wish. You can either get rid of it, or you can just make it slightly smaller, just cover the radiator instead of the lights themselves. You can also change the, you put an exhaust scoop on it, if you so wish. In terms of the rear, you can change the tyre if you so wish. So you can change it to advertise the Super Select 4-wheel drive system that I was talking about, while also giving it its Montero name. Or you can just remove it entirely, which I think is a little bit ugly, so I'd go for that, or just keep it standard if I was changing it at all. Can't do anything for the spoiler, that is just a typical Forza Aero spoiler, but nonetheless, yeah, very cool looking car. And yeah, to test it out, we're going to go on the Sakibi circuit, which is the off-road circuit that we've used before. And yeah, let's get out there and see what it can do. Right, so here we are at the off-road circuit, so as per usual, we'll hear what the car sounds like first, and then we'll talk about it some more. So yeah, not exactly a quick car, as you probably gathered from the horsepower rating and the amount of weight that it's got lugging around, but it's still decent enough, and yeah, more than capable of being able to be driven around on normal roads without feeling like you're getting in the way of everyone. So 0 to 60 is dealt with in 17.552 seconds, and it'll go to a top speed of 98 miles an hour. So yeah, more than capable enough of dealing with every you know, your typical limits on the open road. And yeah, it is really refreshing to have a car like this that isn't trying to be everything possible as a car can be, or trying to be everything a car can be. As it's just really refreshing for it to be an off-roader that is capable of going off-road and is practical. That's all this is trying to be. It's not trying to be a sports car, it's not trying to be a coupe or anything like that. It's just being a bog standard off-roader that is practical and usable on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, and that's really refreshing, like I said. And yeah, it's also nice to have another diesel on this game. We don't get many of these on Forza games, quite frankly. So yeah, it's really nice to have another diesel. Yes, it's another off-roader in that regard. I don't think we've had an ordinary non-off-roader diesel before in one of these games. But regardless, yeah, it's nice to have it in this game, and yeah, it's also still really rather fun to drive, and it looks cool as hell. And I'm sure you'll be able to upgrade it plentiful to get it going even faster if you so wish. So yeah, really cool car. It is a new car to the Forza series as well. Obviously we've already had the Montero Evolution, which is basically the sportier, smaller version of this, but it's nice to have its big brother, quite frankly, even if it is slower. But at the end of the day, a game like this, I feel, is encouraging you to drive the slower cars, take in the atmosphere, the scenery and such, rather than just going around at 200 miles an hour and just ignoring most of the map. So yeah, it's well worth driving, well worth owning. And yeah, but if you have driven it already, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.